Welcome here for the first round of the Blue Collar Football League playoffs. A little delay, sorry about that, but we are all set now for the Columbus Gladiators taking on the Kentuckiana Calvary. These two teams did not manage to play during the regular season, so we're going to settle it here in the playoffs. And actually, a neutral site, about as neutral as you can get. We are about 112 miles from the Gladiators' home field in Columbus and 107 from the Cavalry's home field in Sellersburg, Indiana. So, as I said, about as neutral as you get, halfway in between, and we will settle it. The winner advances next week to play the Cincinnati Dukes in the BCFL playoffs. The Gladiators won the toss, they deferred, so they'll be kicking off to start the game. It's like maybe Matt Harrington, 56, is the one who will be doing the kicking. Back deep for the Cavalry will be number 2, Amos Nanny, and number 10, Rashad Britt. Actually, it's not Harrington. He's one of the just on the kickoff team. It's going to be 82. Zach Daniels will be doing the kickoff from the 35. So, waiting for the ready to play whistle to get going. Both teams are here. We have the officials here. That official Antonio Davis just checking, make sure everyone's in place. Glad to get themselves settled, and I think we're just about ready now. There it is. Ready for play, and Daniel's kick is up. It's a high kick. It'll be fielded at about the 42 and hit immediately. Looks like it was Jacob Joyner fielded it and was met quickly by Kevin Satterfield with the tackle. But it'll be pretty good field position for the Cavs to start this. Looks like they're going to mark it maybe at the 40-yard line. 1 second off the clock on that play. So the teams are out there just going to need a chain crew, actually. One more for the Cavalry coming in late. So I have a little delay while we get their chain crew set. As I mentioned, the two teams did not play during the regular season. Gladiators coming in with a record of 3-5. The Cavalry were 2-6. Both coming off wins in their last game, though. The Gladiators 2 weeks ago defeated the Tri-State Longhorns out of the TPFL Blue. The Cavalry defeated the Kentucky Spartans from the GDFL. Clad's win was 26-0. The Cavalry win was 22-6. Both teams a little late, but they do have some key players here. Some players we'll be looking for the Glads on defense. Number 1, James Fields. He's a defensive back. Expect him to make a few plays, especially on special teams, too. He could be a difference maker as well on the defensive line. Number 17, Justin Walker. For the Cavalry, look out for number 0, Joe Norris. He'll be playing all over the field on defense. Then have a Rashad Britton. If they could get in the ball, the receiver, he can make a play or two. One more here for the Glad's late arrival. So just a short delay while we get our chain crew in all set up. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Cavalry. They'll have it at the 40-yard line when we get playing. And the winner of this game goes on to play the Dukes next week in the BCFL championship game. The Dukes, as the number 1 seed, they beat both these teams twice. That earned them the right to go straight to the championship game and have home field next week as well. So whoever wins will be coming right back here to Walnut Hills in 1 week. So a little too far for the chain crew. I think maybe need to back up a yard. Set the down right. It's 1st down. And there we go. 1st and 10. See who comes out at quarterback for the Cavalry. There's some question. It's going to be number 44, Joseph Flanagan will be the quarterback on this first play. With the running back by the side, 2 receivers on either side. Sends one in motion. There's a snap, handoff, across the way, and dragged down. So I believe it was number 2, Amos Nanny, taking the handoff, dragged down by 42. Damon Davis of the Gladiators lost a significant loss, 7 yards on that play. It'll be 2nd down. So again, man in motion. It's time fix the handoff. Handoff goes the other way, I should say. That handoff was 18. Roniel Britton with the carry. Not much yardage, about 2 yards before maybe even 1 before he is stopped by Sir Tom Busby. He's up 3rd and 15. Maybe 3rd and 16. Not a yard to that. Difficult either way. The Cavalry might be forced to pass for the first time. See what Joseph Flanagan can do under center. Takes the snap, drops back, floats a pass. Yeah, the man, it's dropped. Roniel Britton might have had it knocked out of his hands. So that'll bring a 4th down for the Cavalry. Likely a punt situation. The Gladiators think it is. They send a man back deep. Will Evans. Although it is the Cavalry. I think Joe Norris will be handling the punt for them, number 0. He's in punt formation. It's actually Clyde Wofford and Will Evans are back to receive the kick for the Glads. Norris fields it. Oh, he is hit as he kicks it. Ball goes straight up. And it'll be down, but I think that'll be 15 yards. Dantes Green got a little too excited for the Glads. Thought he was going to get Norris before he kicked it. He did not. And that is roughing the punter on the Gladiators. I don't know. Let's see if it's a 1st down because it's 4th and 16. The ball at the 49. And it's still going to be 4th down. Let's see if the Cavs realize it. It's going to be 4th and 1. And actually, now I think they're going to say it's an automatic 1st down. So I think it's going to be 1st down for the Cavalry. So I think we have possibly a timeout here as the coach around on the field. onto the field. I'm not sure. I didn't see who called it. Probably the Gladiators, we might guess. I don't know if the Cavs realized it was timeout. They broke the huddle there. So now we're back ready to play.
First down.
Yeah, they gave him a first down. It was actually 4th and 16, but they got a first down out of it. Automatic first down on the roughing the punter. So Flanagan with one running back again. Takes a snap. It'll be a pass. And he cannot connect with the running back.
Looks like they're trying to outside.
He was looking for Roniel Britton, and he's a stout defensive line for the Gladiators. So good idea to try to get those guys on the edge and see if they can make a play.
They're totally outsized on the line there.
That is a
So second and long, I'm imagine they probably looking to pass again.
well, they really haven't been successful either way. They're 0 for 2 passing, and their 2 runs have been for -6 yards. So not much has been working so far. But they did get a first down. So there's that. Flanagan drops back.
Feel
That was, I think, Rashad Britton.
So I think I was muted for pretty much the most of the game here. Engineer just told me that I was not live. Welcome me to the game.
So it'll be 3rd down, not quite a first down, good enough for a first down for the Cavs.
And that was their best play of the game. Like, reaching out on 9 yards.
The other pass was dropped, so the passing game hasn't been bad. See, and they just need 2 yards here, if that.
All right, here we go. Oh,
handoff.
try to pick it up.
I think he got it.
Oh, they got it. That's for sure.
Working that edge again. Inside the 40 to the 38, 5-yard gain.
Yeah, the Glads are leaving like the B gaps wide open for some reason. I know they have a very good DN over there, but their D tackles are playing too far inside.
So 4 minutes into the game, Cavalry still with the opening possession. Again, a handoff to the receiver. Not much there. I don't think that was Nanny.
All right.
It's like no gain on that one for Amos Nanny. So no gain on that play. 2nd and 10 for the Cavalry. Still on the opening drive. Benefit of a penalty that kept us alive. They did punt. There was roughing the punter. Nobody in push this time. It is going to be pass.
Oh, he's open.
A bit of a duck, but he got it out there. Nanny again.
Yeah, if he would have just stayed to the outside, I think he would have picked up a lot more yards. For some reason, he froze and then just decided to go inside.
Yeah, big guy, number 97.
Number 97 was there.
Yeah, Jock Moss, defensive. He's a tackle making that play on the catch. Don't see that too often. 3rd and 6 from the 34. Flanagan doesn't seem to have the strongest arm, but he's finding his receivers.
Yeah, he is. I think they'll probably work this pass again.
Again, they got 2 receivers stacked at the bottom and then 2 over there on the right. I don't know if it was forgot the snap. Somebody was wrong there. See who they call it against. Yeah, I think we're going to go with the false start. The lines judge says false start on the Cavalry. So move them back.
They were just about gaining some momentum. Flush.
So yeah, it'll be 3rd and 11 now. Not quite as manageable, but see what they can do. Same formation.
Okay.
I think they're going the same thing here. Haven't changed the formation at least. Oh, and I think
Oh. Yep.
we're gonna have false
That
start
should
again.
be encroachment.
Yeah, the receiver at the top.
No, that should
He
be
moved.
encroachment. Wow, that's interesting. That should definitely be an encroachment penalty. You're not allowed to cross into the neutral zone. Yeah, I think the referees got it wrong on that one. So we can definitely expect a pass now, that's for sure.
You should, unless there's a draw. There's always the draw possibility.
Doubt that.
They're in the
Yeah,
same formation.
they're just
kept the formation all 3 times here.
they're not blitzing, they're not coming. So yeah, draw would not get you a first down here.
And there is a pass over the middle.
Oh, he missed it. Yeah, that would have. It still wouldn't have been enough for a first down.
Well, you could have gone for it.
Yeah. I mean, where they're at, honestly, they would have had 2 downs to try to get the first down. I think what they should have done was go for a shorter pass to get the yards back.
It might be
instead of trying to get it all in one.
anyways after.
Well, yeah, they're going for it now.
The punt attempt went for 0 yards.
Yeah.
So at that rate, you might as well just go for it anyways. So 4th and 16 from the Glads 44. I mean, the field position won't be too bad if you give it over anyways. So might as well go for it. Maybe just throw one up, see if you get a penalty, pass interference, rushing the passer, something like that. Flanagan drops back. Everyone's going deep.
Launch it.
He's going to let it go.
Guy's open and he drops it. That would have been the first down. He just did not want it.
Shaw Britton could not hold on. He was being number 10. The latecomer for the Glads was closing in.
Yeah, Rayshawn Britton.
And that'll end the drive for the Cavs at the 44-yard line. They did use up about half the quarter, though, so there is that. Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 44. So we see what the Glads have in offense. This will be their first offensive possession.
Yeah, let's see what they got. I mean, historically, they've been a running team, but I know now things have changed quite dramatically. So you're probably going to see a lot of Wildcat today.
So
they have basically receivers playing quarterback at this time.
I think it's like maybe Armand Mackey, number 9 back there at quarterback. And then Damon Davis back there as his running back. So there's a man in motion. Mackey takes a snap, handoff to Davis, and dives for a few yards.
Yeah, he picked up a few.
Not a bad start.
Yeah, he's definitely a big boy. I'm surprised he went down so easily.
Well, I think...
I mean, if he can get moving, I think it's going to be a long day for the Cavalry.
Rashad Britton made a smart decision. He went down low, chopped down the tree at the trunk, and stopped him after a 3-yard gain. Yeah, I think we'll see a lot, even though the Glads are spread out here. But I wouldn't be surprised to see a lot of new running back too. Mackey's pass over the middle, complete. On Davis.
Looks like he may have got the first down, or they're going to mark him short.
Yeah. Now I think they're going to give it.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks to me like, yeah, that's a first down. Yeah, he did reach there right at the very, very end. It's almost like he could see the yellow line on the field that we don't actually have.
So first down for the Glads. They're moving in the Kentuckiana territory. Mackey with one sock. It's a quarterback. This is a handoff up the middle.
All right.
That was George Garrett with a short gain, about a yard, maybe 2 yards.
Yeah. Yeah, the first two runs, they're handling them pretty well.
So again, the spread, 2 on either side with Garrett running back man in motion. That's the kicker, Daniel. Also a receiver today.
All right.
Mackey just gets rid of it.
It's a screen.
It is caught by Deontez Green.
Looks like a little screenplay. I can see all the linemen were downfield. Probably a little bad on the timing. I mean, the Cavs really aren't sending. They're not really sending the blitz, and that's normally when you want to do a screen is when you see a lot of blitz. So
Might have been better off just dropping than pass a 2-yard loss on the play.
right. Yeah, it would have been better just running an out route.
So 3rd and long for the Cavs. 3 receivers bunched up at the bottom of the field. And we're going to stop before the snap. I think they're going to have a false start, maybe. Yep. False start against the Columbus Gladiators.
Oh, that really hurts on 3rd and 10.
Need things to be any harder on them, but it is.
Yeah. Yeah, not having traditional quarterbacks is going to make this an interesting play here. Do they go for half of it or do they go for all of it?
And they're in the same.
And they don't have a kicker, so they're probably going to go for half of it.
So Mackey's going to go for all of it.
Boy, was that
is
my God.
Out of bounds. Could not get his feet down.
That would have been a fantastic catch if he would have caught it.
Great effort by Dwan Patterson. But just cannot haul it in bounds.
Yeah.
Before that.
I mean, technically he was open. I'm just not so sure about that play call. Like, I think they should have definitely went for half, knowing that you don't really have a strong pass offense like that.
So it looks like they're going to play the field position game and punt. Number 42 will be punting Damon Davis. Back deep for the Cavalry is number 39. That's Demetrius Booth. And actually have another guy, I think maybe Britton is up a little shorter. So they got 11 on the field. They've counted. And that's going to be a penalty. I thought they might have let that play go. There's clearly movement before the snap. It's going to be offsides, it looks like, against the Cavalry. They get the 5 yards back on the false start, but still probably should be punting it at this situation.
Yeah, I think they're going to go for it. I mean, they're on their side of the 50, so they're definitely going to go for it.
So actually, they're still punting it.
Oh, wow.
And not a bad punt. It is, that's actually a great punt with the roll.
Wow.
All the way down. I'm not sure where the Cavalry are hanging around out there, making it more dangerous.
That was a great play call.
Great job pitting down at the 5-yard line. So 4:06 to go. The Cavalry will be on the field for the second time. This time, they'll have 99 yards to go.
Yeah. All right. Hold on. Put that commercial up. I put the commercial up. Like and subscribe to our channel. And we are looking for advertisers for our 2024 season. So if you want to advertise, just go ahead and email us at reachmorecustomers at eDrivenScore.com.
If I can play, there's a snap, handoff. He gets around the edge and is finally stopped, but about a 5-yard gain, which is going to give them a little more breathing room.
This Bluetooth goes.
So at the 10, 5-yard gain.
You're right.
3.5 minutes go in the first quarter. Still no score. Winner of this game moves to the BCFL championship game next week. They got to come right back there to Walnut Hills to play the Dukes. So Flanagan with another handoff. Adams is going to be swallowed up in the backfield.
Ooh.
Justin Walker, or actually, I think that was 47. Melvin Norris with the stop.
Yeah, he came flying through, just completely untouched. Made a fantastic play in the backfield.
And then the
All that they gained on first down is now lost on second down.
So they went 5 yards forward, now 5 yards back, making it 3rd and 10. And then deep in their own territory, they really need to get a first down. Or else the Gladiators are going to probably get great field possession for their drive. So Flanagan sends his 2 receivers out to the left, 1 to the right. Actually, 3 to the right, 3 to the left. Excuse me. Takes a snap. As the man escapes out of the end zone, he's going to be brought down.
Barely escaped with his life right there. Yeah. So he didn't really have any guys open. So it looks like they were trying to work the middle of the field, but there was really nobody there. Good coverage by the Glads, and obviously a lot of great pressure.
And now the Cavalry with a decision. They're 4th and 10 at their own 5-yard line. The first punt was not very good.
I would imagine they're either thinking punt or do we just give up a safety?
So I think Joe Norris is going in. He's probably going to try to punt again. See if maybe that first one was just a one-off. And James Field is going out there to field it for the Gladiators. The Cavalry might want to take note of that.
Yeah.
Norris is not very far deep back in the end zone. So
yeah, James has been an outstanding superstar for them.
He's actually going to run it out of the end zone and going to be short.
He is short. I guess they saw something that we didn't see.
Well, as I said, the first punt didn't go very far, so maybe they can try and trick him.
So the good news is it's not on the 3-yard line. The bad news is it's on the 12-yard line.
So under a minute to go, the Gladiators have great field position. See if they can capitalize and take advantage. So Vlad's 1 short now. I think they have 11 on the field. Getting a bit short staffed today, so sometimes Justin Walker, I think he just came off the field. He was looking for rest, and now he is going to get a rest. I think they do have 11 on the field. So it's actually a receiver, not a lineman they needed. So number 12, Robert Westmoreland III, heads onto the field. First and 10 from the Cavalry 13. Mackey quarterback, George Garrett at running back. Looks like the Cavalry might be coming off that edge.
Well,
there's a handoff.
Not sure how that was not a false start.
Morey's still up. He's in the end zone.
Yeah.
George Garrett did
Something's
not go
wrong.
down.
I'm not sure how that was not a false start.
Well, the Glads kept moving.
But I don't
Garrett
see
kept
any
his feet
flags, so I
moving.
guess it will definitely stand. But there was clearly a false start. The snap was very late.
A 13-yard touchdown run by George Garrett puts the Gladiators up 6-0 with 51 seconds to go in the first quarter. So the Gladiators going for 2 here. I believe, yes. Actually,
Well,
two
they don't
running
have a
backs.
kicker, so I would imagine they don't have a choice but to go for 2.
Two running backs back there with Mackey. Again, it's Garrett. Sidesteps a man.
Oh,
He is stopped short,
wow.
though.
Good defense. That was a good defensive play by the Kentuckiana Calvary.
Yeah, Garrett made one man miss, but could not elude a couple other guys at the goal line. That keeps it 6-0 Gladiators.
All right. So for anybody who hits the subscribe button, we are giving away free t-shirts. So go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button now and enter to win a free t-shirt. Now let's go back to the action. All right. They got some big guys on the kickoff.
Well, there's not a lot of choice. Joe Norton fields it and
pitches
pitches it back. And Britton shows some jets,
speed.
work in the middle,
Great.
over midfield.
That was a great return. That actually puts them in pretty good field position.
In the Gladiators territory to the 47, it looks like where they'll spot it. For their third drive, with just 42 seconds left in the first quarter, the Gladiators just took a 6-0 lead on a 13-yard touchdown run by George Garrett.
I think if the Glads hold out here, this will be their first trip to the BCFL championship.
Well, they actually have been twice.
They've been
lost
twice.
yes.
Okay. They've been twice and lost twice.
They lost to the Bucks about 3 years ago on a Idaho Brown with the game-winning catch in the final minutes. He's now a Duke. And then about a few more years before that, they lost to the Chiefs. They were a 500 team, but made a playoff run, and before falling to the Chiefs in the championship game.
Yeah.
So there's the handoff.
Looks like 18 got a pretty good jump there.
Davon Adams reverses fields. He's still not down. There's a flag. Still moving. And finally, the play is blown dead. Probably going to be either a horse collar or a face mask on the Gladiators.
Yeah, I believe it was a horse collar. It looks like he kind of grabbed him.
Adams' helmet is off. So
And
let's see what
Dan, you mentioned the Chiefs, and ironically, the head ref today played in that game.
Oh yeah, that is true. Yes, Antonio Davis. He's done about a little bit of everything in the semi-pro game. Multi-time BCFL champion quarterback. Here's, as you said, he's the head ref here today.
Right. It looks like the refs are trying to figure out exactly what they want to call or why they want to not call it. I'm not sure if they're waving it off or not.
So I don't think it was actually might have been an attempted horse collar, but he didn't actually pull him down.
Yeah,
so
he didn't pull him backwards. So I guess maybe that's what they're saying.
So as of now, it'll be no gain. A lot of running for Adams, but if the ball stays where it is, it'll be a 2nd and 10 for the Barry Sanders type of run where you run about 50 yards but gain 2.
Yeah. He definitely made a lot of people miss, but didn't really go anywhere.
Yeah, so a lot of
south.
A lot of east and west, not much north and south. Just under 30 seconds left in the first quarter as ironing out this call here with the Cavs sideline.
Looks like they're in a very good discussion here. The referees are getting animated. Got down on one knee.
I think it was demonstrating as a replay, instant replay. We didn't realize we're getting.
Yeah. I think at some point they just need to call it and let's move on.
Next play.
I like doing charades.
So here we are. Next play. So and there is a flag. Finally, I think there's going to be I think it's going to be unsportsmanlike conduct, and that's going to move the Cavalry back 15 yards. And I think we're going to have another 15 yards marked off. The Gladiator sideline is enjoying this.
Yeah, it looks like there is a complete meltdown going on out there. I think they got 3.
Looks like we're at 2 right now.
My man has an oxygen tank on the field.
That's, I think, one of the coaches for the Cavs. So I think that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. The clock is running. So at the end of one quarter, it'll be Gladiators 6, Cavalry 0. 23 should be.
All right. I want to remind you that eDriven Score is looking for advertisers. If you want to advertise with eDriven Score, reach out to us at reach more customers at eDrivenScore.com. All right. It looks like the refs finally got things situated here. So,
Yes, an eventful end to that.
first downs. I mean, the stats are looking pretty good. So they both got 2 first downs each. The Cavs have 12 passing yards. So that may not sound great, but that's more than what the Glads have.
For the special teams, the difference, the failed fake punt gave the Glads the ball at the 13-yard line. That's all they needed to get the one touchdown on the board. And then at the end of that quarter, we had back-to-back unsportsmanlike conduct. So this drive that started in Gladiator territory will now be the Cavs will be at their own 23, 2nd and 40.
Yeah,
I don't think
for the Cavs to win this game, they really need to get some discipline. I mean, the false starts and the personal fouls, that's really getting them out of this game. If they had a little bit more discipline, I think they could definitely make this a more interesting game.
Yeah, I don't know they have many plays in their playbook for 2nd and 40. Considering they have at this point they have 19 yards of offense on 15 plays. But we'll see what they come up with. Written out, going out wide to the left. Joined by another receiver, and then there's 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen, bottom of the field. Flanagan, the quarterback, and number 3, Davon Adams, the running back. And this will be a pass. Steps up. Justin Walker is not going to let him go.
So Justin Walker gets himself one.
And as always, he lets you know about it afterwards.
That is for sure.
He's not afraid to celebrate.
He has been doing this for a pretty long time for the Glads.
So Flanagan did a decent job of getting back the line of scrimmage. So it ended up being no gain. Stays 3rd and 40. See if the Cavalry end up punting out of this, or do they give that another shot? Or what happens at the end of this? Gladiators might get another field in good field position, another drive. Flanagan floats a pass.
No.
Oh, James Fields almost had to beat him.
Looks like it was actually tipped at the line of scrimmage there.
Either that or some miscommunication. Davo Stanley was running deep, and that pass was not going deep.
That did not come out with any velocity, so I'm pretty sure it was probably tipped.
So 4th down and 40.
Yeah. So do you think they'll do the fake punt again? This is a long way to go.
They did gain more yards from the fake punt than the real punt, so there is that.
It's true.
And I haven't seen Joe
breaking the huddle like they're going for it. They got nothing to lose.
They are not in a punt formation, although the quarterback maybe is a step back. That maybe they'll do the quick kick.
Yeah. Or at least they can get them to the 50 because their defense could probably hold them. So that might be their strategy here.
No, this is a
But he's definitely got to
pass.
let it go. You're holding the ball. Let it go.
He is
That's
swallowed
the
up by number
worst case
42.
scenario. You got to let go of the ball.
Damon Davis with the sack, giving the Gladiators the ball. Again, great field position. This time they'll be at the 17-yard line.
17-yard line. Yeah, and yeah, in that situation, Dan, on 4th and long, you got to let go of the ball. As a quarterback, you cannot take a sack under any circumstances.
Worst case, it's incomplete, and you
right.
actually gain yards out of
or
that.
An interception. So if
Interception, you're actually
it's just
better
as good as
because
a punt.
but
a sack, absolutely not.
You got to at least give your players a chance.
Right. Yeah, he did not give him a chance, and he was back there for a long time.
So let's see if the Gladiators can take advantage once again. Last time started at 13, and they punched it in on one play. This time they're at the 17. And again, George is the running back. George Garrett. So Mackey with two receivers on either side. It is to Garrett. There's a hole on the right. Oh, actually, it's not. He was tripped up. It's like Rashad Britton tripped him up. Looks like he's playing the end today. 1 yard gain. So we're glad this drive will go a little longer. Last one, as I mentioned last time, they scored on one play. The Cavalry were successful in stopping that one. The Glads have to take a timeout. You could hear the referee counting on the field, so they were going to get a delay of game. Instead, the Gladiators call timeout with 12:36 left in the second quarter. Gladiators leading 6-0 and looking to add on. Oh, little miscommunication there. Mackey just scrambling around, reverses fields. He's not going to escape.
That was another huge mistake by the Gladiators.
Finally brought down by number 32, Fred Hill. Big loss for Columbus.
Yep.
It's going to move them back to their own 30 or the Cavs 35-yard line. So third and 28.
Interesting here. They don't really have a deep passing game. So they're definitely passing the ball. Let's see how many yards they pick up.
Yeah, they do have some receivers that can move.
Yeah.
Maybe a short pass and
they won't look like they were set. Yeah.
Unloading the James Fields. Tip.
Great defense by number 9. He actually had him beat there, but ball a little bit underthrown. Again, the Glads don't have true quarterbacks. They actually have wide receivers playing quarterback right now. And I think if they did have their quarterback they had last year, I think that definitely would have been a touchdown.
Yeah, just under through James Fields. Good job by the Kentuckiana secondary recovering and knocking that ball away, bringing up this fourth and quite long, 4th and 28. Three receivers down, bunched up by the sidelines for Columbus.
Yeah, interesting formation there.
Steps up.
Just going to throw it to him.
Got a man. Garrett going down the sideline. He's not quite in the end zone.
Right. But they actually pick up the first down, surprisingly enough. So they live on.
Down to the 1 yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for Columbus. So big pickup, 34 yards on, was that 4th and 28? And Columbus now on the goal line, on the doorstep of extending the 6-0 lead.
Yeah. I'm surprised the Cavs didn't bring the pressure right there with a 4th-and-long situation to give
Well, I
them
had
all
the
day to throw the ball.
kind of guy coming off the edge. He just stepped up, and that was it. Oh, bad snap. Loose.
Oh,
And the Cavalry pick it up. They're going to blow it dead.
yeah. He
Huh?
gave himself up. That's why they blowed it dead.
Yeah, I don't. Good. It was a little bit of both. I think he might have been touched when he caught it, when he recovered it, and like you said, he had stopped.
He had stopped. But wow, what a drive killer.
Literally. Really a huge
So
play of the Cavalry.
The Cavalry
live
comes
on.
away without getting any more points scored on the board. So they're definitely still in this game. Now let's see if they can actually keep it together and get rid of the penalties and go downfield and actually score some points here.
So it's Smaje Thompson falling on it for Kentuckiana. So it looks like they're going to spot out the 15 is where Kentuckiana will start this next drive. So it's still trailing just 6-0. First thing, all the 15 on the line. So the Cavalry looks like Joe Norris is out there without a helmet. There you okay, yeah, we'll put it on. So still not great field position for the Cavalry, as they've been pretty much been the case this whole half. They started drives at their own 5, now at the 15, but better than giving up points. Let's see if they can maybe flip this with a couple first downs.
Yeah. Maybe they can hope for a miracle on the other end.
So sticking with the 2-by-2 formation with Davon Adams as the running back. He counts them up. They have 11 on the field. And Flanagan, quick pass is caught.
Oh, it's caught. That was a good play call there.
It's nice and simple. Number 15, Larry Taylor with the catch.
Yeah, the Glads are playing a little bit of a soft zone, so that makes sense. Just go sit in the zone, get some yards, make that first down possible.
Yeah, just stick with you. I think the Cavalry, that's going to be the secret. If they can just make the simple plays, get the easy yards, and just slowly move this ball down the field instead of trying to get one big play.
Yeah, I definitely think they can rock them to sleep here.
So there's Flanagan. Another short pass over the middle. That's incomplete.
They literally tried the same play. Like, that probably wasn't a good idea.
So I'll make it 3rd down for the Cavalry at their own 20, 5 yards to go. They are 1 for 5 on 3rd down so far today, with 9:38 left in the second quarter. It's going to be a handoff to Adams. He slipped through one tackle, works his way across the field the other way. Up the middle, he's going to get the first down.
What a great play. So interestingly enough, I noticed that the Glads actually did a stunt on that play and took themselves out of it. Although their DN almost made a play, I think that stunt kind of hurt him. Took him out of position to get him on the ground the first time.
And the Cavalry, for the first time in a while, have some breathing room. They're still on their own side of the field, but out to the 33. Ever since those two unsportsmanlike conduct penalties pushed them back into their own territory at the end of the first quarter. So Flanagan cannot hit a flare pass.
He actually had a guy open on the seams that he did not see. He was wide open.
Yeah, I think that play it was Adams or nobody the whole way. He was
Yeah. However, he didn't actually get it to him so he could make a play, but he did have a guy on the seams, and I think it comes down to his height. He's not really that tall, so he probably just didn't see it.
So I'll make it 2nd and 10 for Kentuckiana. Just sticking with this 2-by-2 formation. Snap is a little aside, but he fields it, gets the pass off, and completes. Slam down a little. There's a flag coming in late. It's like Amos Nanny called it in and was slammed down by Damon Davis.
Yeah. Now that flag looked like it was on a guy that was just on the sideline. Like he wasn't even in the play and he just pushed the guy down. Not a smart move because that gives them a first down. And he wasn't even on the field.
So it looks like the ball will be moving up to the 47-yard line, maybe. For
Yeah.
he dropped his beanbag.
Yeah, now it looks like the penalties are going the Cavs' way.
Joe Norris certainly thinks so. He's signaling it down there. I think that's
the referees are on the 47-yard line. The Glads look confused. The referees are discussing the unsportsmanlike here. They give him 2 penalties?
I think this is a 15-yard penalty. Although
the personal foul on sportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah, it looks like they're marking off another one too. You're right. That's going to move them into Columbus territory. And a little cheer comes from the Kentuckiana sideline.
All right. So I wish I could see the stats here, but I think they actually have more penalty yards than offensive yards.
Yeah. Let's see. We have 70 yards of offense and 95 yards.
That is amazing.
Yeah. So in the Columbus territory are the Cavs. Looks like he was looking the pitch, holds on to it, held on to the ball too.
Oh, we have a flag down. Now, they actually had trips to the bottom of the field, and it looks like they were running an option to the other side. I'm not sure if they just mixed the call up or that was the actual design of the play, but
Looks like it's going to be 15 more yards. Another
The
personal
result,
foul
it didn't
against
work.
the Gladiators.
Wow, that helps them out.
Move them down to the 23.
So in less than 2 plays, I can count up 45 yards,
All in penalties.
all in penalties. Oh. The Cavalry still getting new players arrived to the game.
This is
Looks like they actually got 2 new players.
so 7 minutes, coming up on 7 minutes left in the second quarter. Cavalry trying to answer the Gladiators score late in the first quarter. Columbus up 6-0. Flanagan steps up. Oh,
Oh,
swallowed up.
you're not getting away from Big 9-7, that's for sure.
Jock Moss brings him down in the backfield for a 2-yard loss.
Yeah. Now that is a big dude, and he can move.
He's actually moving back to. Is he going to be playing linebacker there, or is he kind of
Yeah.
stepping back there?
That adrenaline is just flowing. I think for the Cavalry, the quarterback, if he steps up, with his size, if he's going to go, he just needs to take off. I mean, yeah, he doesn't need to sit there in the pocket. If he's going to go, just go.
A little confusion on the Cavalry player running on here at the last minute.
Now they got an extra
I
player.
think we're going to have a timeout.
Timeout.
Yeah.
All right. I want to remind everybody, subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the bell notification, and we will give you a free t-shirt, or you'll enter to win for a free t-shirt. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and enter to win a free t-shirt. Okay. And also, if you own a business and you want to advertise here on the eDriven Score Network, just go ahead and email us at reachmorecustomers@edrivenscore.com.
Now back to action after that timeout by the Cavalry. It'll be 2nd and 12 for them at the Gladiators 25. The Cavalry have 6 first downs in the game, 4 by penalty, including a few on this drive. As again, they're still running a guy on the field after the timeout. Looks like the left tackle. So there's a snap. Flanagan is going for the end zone. The receiver does not see it. Picked off inside the 10. I think that's James Fields.
Fast. Oh.
And he's going to get out to about past the 30-yard line. So he takes it out to about the 33-yard line. It looks like where they're going to mark it. So James Fields, as you mentioned, back in the day, that would have been 6. He would have juked a few of
Yeah,
those
he would
guys.
have been gone. But that little thing called age gets you sometimes.
Still making a play though, thwarting the Cavs' best drive of the game. They gave him the ball back to the Gladiators. They have it at their own 33-yard line.
Yeah. However, age doesn't seem to stop LeBron James. Like, man, he was outstanding
Or Seth
today.
Curry, if you saw the end of that
Yeah,
game
and
too.
Steph
Yeah.
Curry and Kevin Durant
So there's a swing pass out.
for a little screen there.
Yeah. Will Evans hauls it in. So no gain. It looks like it'll be 2nd and 10. So Mackey gets a play from the sidelines, comes in. Let's see what the Glads come up on 2nd and 10 with about 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Columbus still leading 6-0. A trip to the BCFL championship game on the line. Columbus trying to make it there for the 3rd time. Kentuckiana trying to make it for the 1st time in their 2nd season in the league. So Mackey with the running back behind him. Oh, drops the ball and just falls
The
on
ball. Oh, man.
it. So lost about 5 yards, maybe 6.
May have to make these spot game if you can try to not really they won't be on this. Some
So 3rd and long for Columbus.
all right. It looks like they're coming out in a passing formation here.
That's what you'd expect.
However, the Cavalry has stepped back. Looks like they're
Just floats a pass to nobody.
wow. There is a guy running free down the sideline, and nobody saw him but me.
So he was under some pressure. So I don't think he had much chance to see. As you said, that guy was waiting. He was open, but he had he was just trying to survive, read the play really. And it looks like Columbus is going to punt with Demond Davis going back there. And back deep
All right,
for
they're sending out their special team players.
It's probably going to be Rashad Britton back there to receive number 10. Yeah, it's 19. So Davis takes the punt. It is blocked at the line.
Oh wow, it is blocked.
It is fielded, and Kentucky will have excellent field position.
That's a great play. That might be the momentum they need to actually put the ball in the end zone here. Now, take note to one of their new players who just got here, number 71. I think he can help neutralize their defensive line in number 97.
So the Gladiators, we saw them take advantage of field position and score. Let's see if Kentuckiana can do the same. They get the ball at the Columbus 32-yard line. Just under 3 minutes left in the half, 2:58. So time might be a factor. There's a handoff to Adams. Breaks through the line, breaks some tackles.
Oh,
and
he's a little
finally
shifty.
So maybe a 2-yard gain makes it 2nd and 8. So let's see what Kentuckiana heading towards a 2-minute warning. Probably get one more playoff. It's a handoff, and he's swallowed up.
He is swallowed.
And it looks like Kentucky is going to call a timeout just before the 2-minute warning. 2:05 remaining. They got pushed back to their own 35-yard line. Make it 3rd and 13. So 2:05 left. The Cavalry started this drive at the Columbus 32. They've just gone backwards, however, as Columbus is looking to hold on to a 6-0 lead.
Yeah.
Going into halftime.
I'm not sure why they abandoned the pass. Looks like we got some action going on the sideline here.
I think there's still some discussion about the block punt. Maybe who was supposed to block who on that play. Some little disagreement on that. Although they still are in the lead. Trying to hold on. 3rd and 13 for Kentuckiana. 2:05 left in the second quarter. It's like Dwan Patterson playing peacemaker for the Gladiators down there, thankfully.
All right, looks like they got some a new quarterback here.
Yeah, it's Gray. Maybe he'll be unloading one in the end zone. Maybe a little better arm.
Yeah, he's a lot taller.
Well, that's a short pass, anyways.
Oh, if he can get to the outside, he's gone. Oh, it's good. He actually got
stopped, and that'll be the 2-minute warning. Should be the 2-minute warning. So he gets back to the 30-yard line. 5-yard gain by 4th and 8. The Gladiators, their offense is looks like they might be getting ready. They might get the ball back for a 2-minute drive themselves. They can make this stop. The Cavs are 0 for 3 on 4th down so far. The Gladiators did convert 1 4th down. Not much offense. Glads have 34 yards of offense to Kentucky, and it's 33 so far.
Right. But we definitely had a lot of penalties. They are very good with the penalties.
The Kentuckiana could use one right now. Important for Columbus to keep their head on this play and get this stop and get the ball back, holding on to a 6-0 lead late in the first half.
Wow. So, is it just me, or is the size of the offensive line for the Cavalry just grew? Like it was completely different.
Well, I think just the one they added, that one guy came. He was
they added like 2 or 3 guys.
I mean, the right tackle, I think, makes a big difference there.
Yeah, they have neutralized the size difference.
So McRae is staying in the quarterback. Oh, surprised by that snap. He's gonna take off.
Oh, nice block.
And not get the first down.
Oh, he was so close. I'm not sure why he didn't just aim for the marker. He probably would have got it. So now that timeout that they called just before the 2-minute warning kind of hurts them because Glads are getting the ball back with a lot of time left.
Yeah, it does give them a chance. Although the Glads haven't been much of a threat to drive the field like they're going to need to under 2 minutes. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Columbus at their own 24-yard line. So 1:51 to go in the half. Columbus will start at their own 25-yard line. I think they'll really should be happy enough just running out this half and going in with the 6-0 lead. Still with Mackey at quarterback and George at running back. George Garrett at running back. It was Garrett who put them on the board with a 13-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, the Cavs looks like they're going to bring the pain here. And it looks like it paid off. Great stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe Norris just crashed through that line. 10-yard loss on that play.
Oh, phenomenal. You know, Dan, that play looks very familiar. I think they stole that from the Cincinnati Dukes.
Well, flattery is the sincerest form, or imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. So this time a little better protection for Mackey. He's going to let a pass go. He has a man. Incomplete. Oh, and a hit.
That should have
delivered
been
along the sideline.
Wow. Well, he did get up, so he is okay. But we don't have instant replay here, but that looked like it should have been a flag to me. It looked like helmet to helmet and late.
Yeah, the Cavalry caught a break, and actually a couple breaks, because that incomplete pass stops the clock with just under a minute remaining. They'll probably get the ball back if they can get one more stop here. Yeah.
Now, are they out of timeouts?
I couldn't tell because there was a timeout early on. I couldn't tell who called that one, so I'm not sure the timeout situation.
So they at least have 2 timeouts left. Okay. Right. So Calvary actually has just 1 timeout remaining. So if they stop them here, it'd be very smart for them to call timeout.
Unless Columbus tries to throw it again and stops the clock themselves. So if I'm Columbus, I'm keeping this on the ground and making them use that timeout. So they're a short pass to George Garrett, who
gets out of bounds. Wow.
Well, they're saying keep the clock running, so they're going to call it forward progress.
Okay. So they're not going to use the timeout.
Now I think they are using timeout. I think now they realize the clock did not stop, and they're going to use their timeout.
Okay, so they lost about 7 seconds there. They could have had. So it's going to be 4th down. Now, if I am the Calvary and I can get that much pressure, like
they have a decent return game too, so it is a decision whether they're going to go after the punter and try and get the block and risk the roughing the punter penalty, or just set up your return team.
You got 40 seconds. Go for it.
So this is Damon Davis, the punter once again. He takes.
Fumbled the snap.
And he's brought down in the backfield by Joe Norris again.
Ooh, so they catch a break. Like I said, that miracle. They may have just got that miracle.
So they're going to be they're going to have 36 seconds remaining. See if they put it looks like they're going to call it first and goal at the 10. No timeouts, as we said, however. So you got to be a little careful with that.
Yeah, they're currently out of timeout. So my guess is these first two shots need to be in the air. A run here would definitely put you in a lot of trouble.
Oh, we have I think the Gladiators called timeout. They were missing someone on the field.
Yeah, it looks like they only had 3 down linemen.
Charged. So again, 36 seconds till halftime. Columbus holding on to the 6-0 lead. Kentuckiana just got the ball at the Columbus 10-yard line after a failed punt attempt. Low snap, and the punter was brought down in the backfield. McCrary still in a quarterback with Davon Adams as running back. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. McCrary snap, quick pass out to the left. I don't know if that's going to do much.
Needs to get out of bounds.
And they're saying inbounds. They're going to keep that clock running. I think it might have been Rashad Britton. Hauled it in back at the 14-yard line. And they're just going to spike it with 12 seconds remaining.
So that makes it 3rd down. So they couldn't really dial up a play. They don't have a 2-minute offense.
So it'll be 3rd and goal. They were moved back to the 14-yard line. 3rd and goal, 14-yard line. So just 12 seconds remaining for Kentuckiana. They started at the 10. They moved back to the 14, but still their best chance to try and tie this score up with 12 seconds left in the half. They cannot get tackled in bounds. That would end the half, as they have no timeouts remaining. So I rolled out the short pass. They tried the first play. There's some movement before the snap. That's going to be a false start against Kentuckiana. Move back 5 yards. So it'll be third and goal for the Cavalry now. Again, same situation. Cannot be tackled in bounds. No timeouts remaining. We have 2 receivers on either side of McCrary, who takes the snap. He lets a pass go. It is
Out of bounds.
incomplete.
Oh, they're going to have one more shot at it. There's still 6 seconds left on the clock there.
Yeah. So this is going to be the final play of the half, pretty much one way or the other. Cavalry looking to tie this score up, trailing 6-0, 6 seconds remaining. No timeout, so they break the huddle. McCurry is going to have to go all or nothing here. Three bunched up to the right, one to the left. Pretty tight formation. McCurry rolls out right. He's got to let it go. He does into the end zone. Intercepted at the goal line. He's still alive in the end zone and finally brought down. That'll be halftime. Gladiators up 6-0.
Well, that was much better. He did at least give him a chance. Okay. How was that? All right, and we're back for the second half. So the Columbus Glads are going to receive.
Once again, a spot in the BCFL championship game on the line. Gladiators currently up 6-0, and it'll be Joe Norris of the Cavalry kicking off to them to start the second half. There's a big spot. There's a chance for them to recover. The Glads do come up and get it. Not a bad idea by Kentuckiana.
Yeah. After the ball was kicked, I realized like how far back the Glads actually were. So smart move by Kentuckiana, just bad execution
just
on actually getting the ball. Didn't look like anybody but the kicker was running full speed to get the ball. So the Glads will start out with a great field position. And they haven't really been able to do much on offense. So
that was Corey Evans who fell on it for Columbus, saving the possession.
it's like they're missing one for chains.
Yeah, we had 3 in the first half. I think we're going to get a volunteer from the Gladiators to help us out there. Just waiting, letting the chain come to him. So Ramon Mackey still at quarterback with George Garrett, the running back. He also intercepted that pass at the end of the half, so he's had a busy day. Scored the only touchdown of the game, touchdown saving interception at the end of the half. There's a pass, and it's too high.
Oh. They tried a little slip screen there.
So Mackey, that makes him 5 of 10 in the game for 45 yards, including the 34-yard pass to George that had Columbus on the doorstep, got him down to the 1 in that second quarter, and they end up fumbling it with a chance to take a 2-score lead. That's why it's only 6-0. Mackey has a word with Garrett.
Yeah, he's back pretty deep. It looks like he got an early start.
He slips through one tackle, but not. Then the Cavalry came and stopped him in the backfield. On a 6-yard loss, Joe Norton was the one who finally stopped him after Fred Hill initially got there to stop the progress and then slowed him up for the rest of the team to swallow up George for a 6-yard loss, making it 3rd and 16 for Columbus. Looks like this is probably a passing situation for the Gladiators.
Yeah, with 3rd and long, I think, they were going to go to the pass.
It's a short one to Garrett, who slips through one guy and breaks another tackle, but then is stopped well short.
Quite make it. Now, if they go for it here, that may not have been a bad choice of play calls.
So Columbus, I don't see the punter out there. Damon Davis. So yeah, they might be going for this on 4th down. 4th and 11. course, the last time they had a block punt, and then they had a bad snap that gave Kentuckiana the ball at the 10-yard line at the end of the first half. So maybe they just do away with the punt altogether and just going for it. With James Fields, looks like he's going to be quarterback. Oh, and now the punter lines up as a running back.
They stayed his formation. Okay, there we go. They're about to be an illegal formation.
So Fields is going to take for keeping himself and be well short.
Yeah. Now that play call, I don't understand. I'm not sure how they thought they were going to pick up 10 on that.
Especially with Joe Norris making the stop, which will give Kentucky the ball at the Columbus 45-yard line.
Yeah, they haven't really opened up the field. There hasn't been really any shots downfield, which means the Cavs can just press and play right up on the line of scrimmage, which takes away pretty much any run.
Well, the only pass of any significant game was the short pass that Garrett ended up picking up 34 yards, but even that was a short pass that he just picked up a lot on the yards after catch.
Right. Yeah, the Glads need to open it up a little bit, keep the Cavs honest so they don't have to crowd the line of scrimmage.
So it looks like Flanagan's back in at quarterback for Kentuckiana. He started the game. Tim McQuarrie took over a bit in the second quarter. There's going to be a pitch back. Oh, burst through the line and a nice gain.
Yeah, great play call there.
So it looks like they're going to. No, they are going to give him the first down after all. It looks like at first they were going to call him just short. It is going to be a first down. Well, there's some confusion. The official told the chains to move, and then they didn't move. Now they are moving. So it is going to be first and 10. He just got to the line. That was a nice play by the Cavalry on their first play, picking up 10 yards. See what they can build off of that. There's another pitch this time to the left side. Not as much room for Britton, but he still works his way forward.
Yeah, I think that's what you call making something out of nothing right there. Like they lined up in the same formation, but they ran the same play to the other side, which means you're going to have a lot less blockers. I guess maybe they thought they could catch the Glads sleeping, but
So Britton, I don't think he carried the ball at all in the first half. He's bringing him out in the second half, and it's going to be another handoff to Rajay Britton. Cut that ball's out, and I think the Gladiators are going to recover it.
oh wow.
Justin Walker is the one who got it. I couldn't see who knocked it out, but for the third time of the game, the Cavalry had turned the ball over in Columbus territory.
That is a momentum killer right there. They had really found a groove running the ball, and then to have that happen, that really kills their momentum.
So hopefully they stick with it. They did find something, but just the turnover at the end. But that was probably one of their best drives of the game. 10:24 left, and the Gladiators will have it for the first time in the second half. They'll be at their own 26. Actually, this will be the second possession. That's right. They did turn it over on downs to start the half. So a little little confusion for Columbus on the personnel out on the field. I think they might be getting it straight. James Fields just hanging out all by himself at the bottom of the field. And I think we're going to get a timeout.
Oh, timeout
by Columbus. First timeout.
All right, one more reminder, hit that subscribe button and enter to win a free t-shirt. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and enter to win a free t-shirt.
So number 9 is Mackey. So it looks like Columbus has themselves set now as we come out of the timeout. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Gladiators.
Line again. Oh, now they
Mackey over the middle and too high for James Fields.
Actually, if James would have kept going there, I think he would have cleared out and it could have been a touchdown. So they may want to come back to that.
Well, I think he's on the other side of the field now. Looks like because Mackey has a word with his slot receiver this time.
So
there's high snap. Mackey. He's got some room to run if he wants it, or the receiver coming open, he's going to keep it and run out of bounds for the short gain. So a 4-yard pickup on that makes it a more manageable 3rd and 6 for Columbus. They still have plenty of options at their disposal for this play.
Yeah, the Cavs are still crowding the line of scrimmage there. They're just trying to keep pressure on the quarterback.
Receiver in motion. Looks like he got a bit of a early start, but the pass is over to Garrett, who is not going to go down. Gets across the 40-yard line, still going.
Wow.
And it looks like it's good for Columbus first down.
Yeah, fantastic run after the catch. I think he took at least 3 players for a ride there.
Yes, it did. So that was a 16-yard pickup for Garrett, who's the leading receiver. He has 60 yards receiving on 4 catches for the Gladiators, also the leading rusher, 4 carries for 10 yards, and the game's only touchdown, a 13-yard run in the second quarter. He also intercepted a pass at the end of the first half. He's doing quite a bit for the Gladiators. So Mackey with 2 receivers on either side, and that's not Garrett. That is a new running back. He's still running tough. That is Dantes Green, number 18, with that carry.
It was pretty good that he actually made it back to the line of scrimmage there. He was stopped in the backfield. It looked like it could have been a 2-yard loss. So the fact that he ended up with a 0-yard gain is actually quite impressive.
Both these running backs, no matter who they've had backfield, have been running hard for Columbus. When they haven't been getting a lot of yards, they haven't gone down easy. I see Garrett with a rare break sitting on the bench there. Oh, the snap is over Mackey's head. He does recover it. Not giving up on the play. Firing downfield and caught. Number 82, Zach Daniels hauls it in.
Play. Fantastic play. That looked like they were in a lot of trouble there. So it,
So that was a 27-yard pickup for Columbus down to the 27-yard line of the Cavalry. Nice drive going by the Gladiators here. Great job of keeping the play alive. Great job keeping that play alive and getting a big gain into Kentuckiana territory. See if they can add to the 6-0 lead. Still Green is as the running back. He's well behind Mike. He takes the pitch along the left side, picks up some yards before he's tripped up.
yeah, I think the Cavalry has gotten a little scared now. They're playing a lot softer now than they did in the earlier part of this drive. I think they need to go back to what stopped them in the first place. Get some pressure on the quarterback, get some stops in the backfield.
Well, whatever the Cavalry do, they need to do it fast because they're already trailing 6-0. They have not punched the ball in the end zone, and they're in danger of falling behind 2 scores to this Gladiators team that is looking to face the Dukes. Their last 2 seasons have ended in the playoffs to the Dukes. They're looking for a third, hoping the third time the charm if they can get there this with a win here today. So they're taking their time here. Like there's enough. And hope he keeps it himself around the edge. Going to get the first down, I think.
Yeah, if you're going to bring the pressure, you got to bring it. And it looks like the interior brought the pain, but the edge did not. And that's what happens.
So it looks like they are giving them first down. Once they chase this ball down and put it down, it'll be about the 15-yard line. So Columbus last time they were this deep into Kentuckiana territory, they got down to the 1 and then fumbled it and could not cash in. See if they can.
Looks like they lined up in man coverage here.
Looks like Garrett is back in the backfield, number 8, the running back. Columbus is bleeding this clock. You can tell they're taking their time. Looks like they're already going to the clock killing mode. And looks like somebody jumped.
False start.
Okay.
Don't want to make it easy for themselves.
So that'll make it first to 15. We had a pretty clean third quarter after that. First half was full of penalties, especially that second quarter. That might have been our first penalty of the second half. There is Garrett along the left side. He runs through a tackle to the end zone and in for a 20-yard score.
Wow.
Garrett, his second score of the game, he scored from 13 yards out, this time from 20. Once he gets ahead of steam going, he's hard to bring down.
Yeah, and I wish we could actually have instant replay on that because what I saw is the same thing that happened on the previous first down. The right side is not coming up field. So that DN on the right side, he doesn't come up
And
field and actually get
we might
contained.
have had a penalty.
Oh,
I think. Yeah, there was a hold on that play.
well, Cavalry's still alive. But yeah, they really got to figure out what they're doing on the right defensive end there. That he's not coming up field, not setting the edge, and that's what's allowing these big runs.
No, holding. Yes. So
Yeah, and that was a pretty good pass. One of those things that receivers just got to come down with. I mean, in a game like this and a player like that, that's just a play you just got to have.
it'll be second and long from the 22 for the Gladiators. There's a short pass. It looks like it's Fields. He's tracked down from behind. Short gain on that one.
And they're still using the dink and dunk. All right, not many of their passes have gone for more than 10 yards downfield. They're in danger of a delayed game here. They don't hurry up.
Well, they've been milking this clock this drive anyway, so I don't know if that's going to be a big dilemma for them. There's Mackey. He's going to let one go for the end zone. I don't know if it's going to get there. It's going to be incomplete.
Too far out of bounds.
Incomplete. I think it might have been Clyde Wofford who he was going for. He's usually a safety, but yeah, I've seen him play a low receiver in his day. Bring the fourth down.
All right, fourth down. We don't have any kickers. So we'll see what they dial up. And they got to get a full 12 yards. And again, they haven't really thrown the ball that deep most of this game. So look for a short pass that maybe they can run the rest of it. From the Cavs, I want to play tight. I want to put a lot of pressure on the quarterback, try to get that ball out quickly.
Well, Garrett, the running back, he's been the playmaker for the Gladiators. Scored one touchdown and had one earlier this drive that could call back. He's just in there to block this time. He had him. Oh, he had Fields open.
Man, wide open in the end zone, but he missed him. The pressure caused him to step up into the pocket and just throw the ball too high. So Kentuckiana has a shot here to go down the field and score.
They were living a bit of a charmed life on that drive. They had the one touchdown call back, and then that last play really, that
They got
Columbus
really
had the touchdown, the receiver open, and just going to hit him.
Yeah, he was wide open. And Just hit them too high.
In Kentuckiana, that last drive, they had something going with their ground game, especially with number 22, Ross J. Britton. But
right before the turnover. So they just
yeah,
need to make sure they take care of the ball here. And I think they could probably punch it into the end zone finally.
Folks have looks like they've added a
Looks like
fullback in
they
the
lined up in the
backfield. Yeah.
same formation where they ran the ball.
And there it is, another pitch.
They ran the
So
same
sticking
play.
with it. This time it's Davon Adams with the ball carrier.
Yeah, now they do have some speed, so if he gets loose, I don't think anyone's going to be able to catch him.
So it'll be a nice pickup out to about the 24. So they're going to give him a.
What?
Well, they moved the sticks, but they didn't change the marker. I think the train crew got a little confused by the signal. Should be a 2nd and 4. This time a handoff instead of a pitch. He's still working his way through there. Breaks through the line.
Yeah, if he gets loose, they're not going to catch him.
Got a blocker. James Fields tracks him down.
Fantastic. Yeah, I'm not sure how he got through that crowd, but made something spectacular happen here. Finally add a spark to the Cavalry's offense.
That was a 41-yard gain by Davon Adams, easily the longest play of the game for the Cavalry. Down to the Gladiators' 35-yard line. I think maybe they just threw him off with the pitches and they just worked the middle this time after 3 or 4 plays in a row.
Well,
working those ends.
They actually ran the same plays in the same method that they did in the last drive.
Back to the pitch this time. And not down. That's Rajay Britton still running. Hold on to that ball.
Right. They have found new life in their running game. Now, if he can hold on to the football, I don't see how the Glads are going to stop him.
That was an 11-yard gain and a first down for the Cavalry. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter, excuse me. The Gladiators still up 6-0, but the Cavalry are driving.
All right. One more time, a reminder, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and enter to win a free t-shirt. So once again, hit that subscribe button and enter to win a free t-shirt from eDriven Score. All right. And if you're looking to advertise, you can reach more customers at eDrivenScore.com.
So we have 1 quarter left to determine who will face the Cincinnati Dukes in next week's BCFL championship game. The Gladiators up 6-0. The Cavs are driving. Flanagan takes the snap, works his way through the line. Nice little pickup for him. Does he keep it himself?
It's pretty good. The Cavs are still in this game. Now that
The Cavalry have definitely found some in the second half. They're over 100 yards rushing on the game now. They have 106 yards on 20 carries, just 9 yards passing. It includes the sacks.
Yeah, and if I'm the Glads here, I got to figure out a way to stop this run game. I got to bring more people down into the box and get hands on the running backs.
Stavon Adams is back there. It's going to be a pass for Flanagan. He rolls out to the right, lost it out there. Incomplete. I don't think that one had any chance of being complete.
Yeah, Glad's had that pretty well covered. I mean, when you roll out like that, you don't really have that many receivers to throw the ball to. And it looks like they only had two options. They had one guy in the end zone and one guy short there, which is pretty easy to cover when you roll out, especially that far. He actually rolled out past the numbers.
They really
Made
cut
the field really, really small.
cuts the field in half almost.
Yeah,
You're almost wasting half the field.
Yeah, he cut it to a 10th by running that far out there.
They abandoned the run, 2 straight passes. The run got them down here. Actually, they did run on one, but it was a quarterback run. There's Adams with a handoff. There's a flag.
Oh, there is a flag. Hopefully it's not holding because that would really.
Looks like the ball almost came out at the end too, but I don't think it's a fumble. I think he was down before any of that happened. Let's see what our signal is. They're walking the back line. I think it is going to be against the Cavalry. Yeah, we are walking backwards. Probably a hold. This actually looks like a little more than 2 yards. They're at the 20, 13 yard less in all. So more difficult situation for Kentuckiana now after that penalty. Still going to pitch it to Adams. Not much room along that side. He's finally stopped by Sir Tom Busby.
Oh, and their old friend, the penalty, is creeping back up here.
Yeah, we mentioned a bit of pretty clean half, but
turnovers just killing them.
16. Yeah, pretty clean half, but as you mentioned, the timing has not been good for Kentuckiana in this half.
No, with the fourth and long, this is a very critical down here. This could make or break the game right here.
About 12 and a half minutes left, so they should have a chance after this. But yeah, great opportunity that they got down here. That 41-yard run had all the momentum, and they really need to cash in. Flanagan, short pass, that's not going to do much. Stop in the backfield.
I do not understand that play call. You had a very long ways to go, and a late swing pass is not how you do it. All right, now they did actually have a receiver open in the middle of the field, but he was predetermined to throw that swing route.
No, they lost some yards there. They're already back at the. Looks like they're going to mark it at the 38-yard line, maybe. With 12:01 remaining, Columbus gets the ball back, a chance to milk some clock, maybe even add to the 6-0 lead. 39. 39.
Yeah, I'm still baffled by that last play call. Like, I'm just up here shaking my head. I really don't know why you throw that swing pass like
I
that.
think that was just, I don't want to get sacked. It's sort of one of those, I don't want you take it.
Right. But it really had no chance.
But yeah, the timing
It's
of that
worse
was
than a
not the.
punt. It just, it was no good. Like, I don't know why you do that. Like,
So the
it
back
was much
judges.
better attempting it downfield and hoping to get an incomplete or an interception.
So Columbus with the timeout, they were going to face a delay game. If not, the back judge was counting, and they weren't even at the breaking the huddle yet.
All right. Once again, a reminder: you're looking to advertise your business on the eDriven Score network. Reach out to us at reach more customers at eDrivenScore.com. Oh wow, there was a wide open receiver there that he missed.
So that was a pass intended for number 4, Will Evans. Mackey approached the line of scrimmage and then decided to throw it. It was incomplete. He'll bring up a second down for the Gladiators as we had under 12 minutes remaining in the game. So Columbus breaks the huddle. Sir Tom Busby now back at running back number 35. Clock is running. There's the snap. It's going to be a pass. Mackey faces pressure and just gets rid of it. Incomplete. So he was looking for number 5, Clyde Walford. He's down, still down after trying to go down and get that pass. And now he's up and just takes some. Well, maybe he won't. Yeah, he can stay on the sidelines there. So it is going to be third down for Columbus, 3rd and 10 at their own 38. Columbus has not done much this drive. Not doing much. And they have a lineman coming off, and now he's going back on. He's going to stay guard.
I'm not sure how he knows what the play is.
Just well, third down, so just block the line, I guess.
They're not rushing. They didn't rush.
Oh, Mackey is brought down by number 43, Jacob Joyner.
So they did get pretty lucky there because the left side of the Cavalry did not rush. So if he would have found another gear and took off, he might would have got the first down. Instead, slowing down allowed the backside pressure to get to him.
He did get back to line, so it'll be 4th and 10 for Columbus. And let's see if they try to punt. They've had trouble punting. If they don't get this, Kentucky will have the ball on the Columbus side of the field. If they do, it still might happen because, as we said, they've had trouble with the punts. They had one blocked, another one. But actually, it looks like
Wow. Penalties, penalties, penalties. Like that is the story of this game.
It is going to be a first down for the Gladiators at the Kentucky, at their own 48, rather.
Just when they had a shot.
See him on the field say, stay focused. And we're going to get a Kentuckiana timeout.
Yeah, I think that was a good timeout right there. The veterans kind of took over and just told his team to keep it together. They're still in this game. So a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, and they walk out of here on their way to the BCFL championship game. So they need to stay focused. They had a 3rd and long situation and then just gave it away for no reason.
If they get there, that would be their first trip to the BCFL championship game. They lost in the first round of the playoffs last year to the Indy Bison Red after being the number 2 seed in the Western Conference in last year's BCFL playoffs. Columbus looking for their 3rd trip to the BCFL championship game and their 3rd straight shot at the Dukes in the playoffs. They've fallen in the conference championship game each of the last 2 years. So they break the huddle after the timeout. 9:27 left in this game. Columbus clinging to that 6-0 lead that they got late in the first quarter on a 13-yard run by George Garrett.
So they're crowding the line of scrimmage again.
There's a high snap. Mackey's letting lets one go. His receiver goes the other way. Oh, and the interception is dropped. Incomplete pass.
I'm not sure what he was looking at because his receiver ran a post. Maybe he thought he was doing a corner route because that pass was nowhere near the receiver. Now for the Cavs, you got to come down with that. Like this will earn you a spot in the championship game. You got to come down. You got to make that play. There is absolutely no excuse for not making that play.
Another opportunity missed for Kentuckiana. The Glads have opened the door for them in this fourth quarter, in the second half, really, altogether. And
yeah, you got to capitalize on those mistakes. You can't let those get away.
If you just took a timeout too, about like, hey, keep your composure. And they might have lost a little focus on that one, and it cost them. As the Gladiators get to keep the ball.
Now. Yeah.
So they're going to hand it off. Oh, his ball is dropped. I think he got it back. While pushing and shoving afterward, flag comes in. So that was Will Evans on the carry, who just dropped the ball, but was able to fall on it.
Yeah, unnecessary. Like right now for both teams, stupid penalties can cost you this game. There's absolutely no reason for personal fouls at this point.
See, this one goes against.
Offsetting.
I think they're looks like he's drifting in the Gladiators' direction, like they might call this against them. Well, the ball hasn't moved. It's still at the 48.
Yeah, the referee's signal is a bit confusing. I don't know if he said it was offsetting or.
It's actually going to be the move. 46 is where they're going to have it. So it'll be third. The down still says second on the field. I think it should be third.
It should be third down.
So Mackey with the snap. This time Evans holds on to the ball, but is tackled in the backfield.
Yeah, looks like he got a pretty early start there, or he timed it perfectly. But again, got to make that play the first time.
Fred Hill has been back there a couple times, made a couple stops. See what down they said is on the field. The down marker still second down.
Yeah, it should be 4th down right now.
Yeah, my might gotta be 4th. They're saying 3rd on the field. Enough. So snap goes to Mackey. He's chased down in the backfield. He's gonna throw an incomplete pass.
Now that should be turnover and downs. It'll be interesting to see if the refs are still on the same page here.
Looks like they're going to say 4th
Yeah,
down on the
looks like they're going
field.
to give them an extra down here. So on 5th down, let's see what they do.
Well, I'm not sure the Gladiators know what they're doing because there's only 5. The 5 linemen are on the field. Nobody else.
Yeah, it looks like
The rest are.
they want to punt, or they're going to just take a delayed game. Now the Cavalry really need to pay attention because this is their argument to make. Like that was 4th down. And if they don't catch it, it's going to be what it is.
Yeah, I don't know if maybe it has to do with that penalty that we saw that for the thing that negated a play or something. I
Now
don't
the
know.
penalty was after the ball was blown dead. So
That's
that
what it
play
seemed
was
like to
over.
me. Yeah.
They weren't set. Yeah, they weren't set. So we're going to get a false start here. Or illegal procedure.
So I don't know if somebody on the Glads, I think maybe they thought they had a matchup that they could exploit and just got a little too excited about that. Looks like they may be punting now, though.
Yeah, you're right, Dan. I think they had lined someone up in the slot that just ran a go route, and quite honestly, it looked like he got there, and if it wasn't for that false start, if he was set before the snap, that might have been a touchdown.
I think they're punting, although it is Will Evans back there as punter. He hasn't punted yet today. Bit of a high snap, short drop, low punt, line drive, but a decent roll. And he falls on it, gets back up. That's still a live ball. Rashad Britton is still alive, dancing through the defense, and finally brought down. And there's a late flag.
Play. Dangerous play.
I think they might be at the point where you gotta take some risks though.
Yeah, well, I mean, the ball rolling around like that, I mean, you risk muffing that and then giving the Glads the ball back. So it's a good thing he's got short hands and he was able to secure that and get some yards out of it. However, we have some laundry on the field that may just take the wind out of that sail.
I think based on the signal, I think there might be offsetting penalties after the play, and they're going to have the Cavalry are going to have the ball at their own 45-yard line with 6:27 remaining. Now they're saying go back. Maybe. So 6:27, Cavalry not a lot of chances left. This might be the last one, depending on how this plays out. There's the snap to Flanagan. He fires over the middle. Incomplete.
Yeah, it looks like they ran all curls on that play. On some of those plays, you got to take like a pre-read snap, and you can see down at the bottom that the corner was playing 10 yards off the ball. And that's probably who he should have thrown the ball to, the wide side of the field.
It looks like he still has that opportunity, at least at the moment. See if they pick up on it on second down. You know, look on the other side of the field. Short pass, incomplete.
He did the same thing. And again, 15 is wide open.
So under 6 minutes remaining. Cavs, they've abandoned the ground game. They have 100 yards rushing and 1 yard passing. You think you'd maybe go test the ground a little more. Just thrown 2 incomplete passes this drive so far. Still plenty of time to run. And right now they need 10 yards and first down. And there is the run. Adams cannot slip through the line.
Now I got a fourth down.
I think they're at the point where they really need to go for it here. Picked up maybe 3 yards on that play.
Yeah. Not sure why they abandoned the run on this series. Like, it's been working for them all night. Now you put yourself in a passing situation here, and your pass hasn't worked all game.
Yeah, last time they were in this situation, they threw, I guess it turned into a screen for like an 8-yard loss.
If you look like right here, they just don't.
Passes away, and I think that's caught.
That is enough for a first down.
Well, that spot, I don't know. Well, they're saying move the
I
chains.
think that's a bad spot, but he definitely got the first down. He was actually about 3 yards ahead of that, so that's a bad spot.
There, it is a first down regardless. And there's an official timeout of some sort.
Again, at the bottom of the screen, you got to take those pre-read snaps. Like the corner was already 10 yards off the ball, and he started backpedaling, and that's, as a quarterback, you got to be able to see that. You got to take those pre-reads.
So let's see if they go back to that ground game where they or keep it in the air. There is a handoff to Adams. He slipped through this time, but goes laterally and out of bounds.
Holding.
And there's a holding penalty on that as well. So that'll move them back 10 yards. I'm not sure if they're going to call from the spot or what. Looks like they are back into their own territory.
It's supposed to be NFL rules. I think it's supposed to go from the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it looks like they did 10 yards from the and then looks like there's another. I think they're getting 15 more yards on the end of that, which is not good time because they're back at their own 31.
I think we're going to break some type of BCFL record for the number of penalty yards.
It is first and 35. You don't hear that very often. So Flanagan, it's a pass. That is complete.
Yeah, they're working the wrong side of the field here.
6-yard gain makes it second and 29. Might need to put a left-hander in the quarterback because he just looks to the right side.
Right. He's only looking one way. He's not paying attention to the guys to his left.
The clock is still running. There's only 3 minutes left in the game, and they have 63 yards to go to the end zone. 29 still just to get a first down.
Yeah, they're giving him the inside slant right there on the seam. Yeah, 15 is
Slanted
wide
gets pass off, incomplete.
Yeah, he's only thrown one way. Yeah. Can see number 2 and number 15 are just
They're just running wind sprints down there, pretty much, right?
Again, with the pre-read, like he should see this. The seam was wide open. Like I'm not sure what defense you call that from the Glads, but they're like, "Hey, throw the seam, please."
So they're gonna have another chance on 3rd and 29, and I'm sure they'll go for it on 4th down at this point in the game. They do have 2 timeouts remaining.
Yeah, if he throws to the right again, I think I'm just gonna scream out the window.
He does have 2 receivers down there as usual, 2 on either side.
Yeah, they're playing way off, way off.
Oh, he's looking that way over the middle.
Not
Not picked off.
And number 2 is wide open at the bottom of the screen. Like that's where you would want to go. Like he's asking him, like, why are you throwing the ball anywhere else? Like they're giving it to him.
On the chance, it's 4th down. That was a chance for the Gladiators to almost seal it with an interception. They could not. Does give the Cavalry one more chance with 2:48 left in the game.
Yeah, hopefully there's not one more chance to screw it up. Because the Glads are giving it to them. They just are not taking it.
Well, I think even if they need a big chunk here,
Now
so
they
they're
put
gonna.
the other receivers on the other side where they're actually playing like a press coverage. And they got a single receiver down here, so I think that's one of their faster guys down here. He's gonna run a slant.
He's got his hand up. He's calling for it. Oh, he's just sitting there for the hitch. Oh, not. And he does go down after all. Looked like he was going to escape. Does not. And that might just about do it.
I think that might be the ball game.
2:48 remaining. The Gladiators will have it at about the 30-yard line of the Cavalry. Kentuckiana does have 2 timeouts left, so if they get a stop without first down, they should get the ball back. But they'll still have a long way to go.
Well, they don't have the discipline to keep a drive together. I mean, they had plenty of opportunities, so this is all on them. They can't blame the refs. They can't blame the penalties. They still had opportunities to score, and they just chose to, what do they call it? Poop down your leg. That's exactly what they did.
Well, let's see if their defense can come up with something special here. That's what's going to take, I think. I said the offense hasn't gotten it done, but the defense can do it. I've seen them make plenty of big plays. 2:48 remaining. Columbus should just keep this on the ground and keep that clock running, even if they don't get any yards.
You're right. They do have the 2-minute warning and 2 timeouts. So if they stop them, there still could be a miracle. They could still get their Christmas miracle. Now, I'm sure both teams are tired, as a lot of guys are going both ways here.
Right. And that's the thing. You got to stay disciplined here and not try and make a big play. Just let it happen if it happens, but don't try and do too much and just give up a touchdown that ends it right here. There's a handoff to Garrett. Nice pickup.
That was good.
And
looks like they call timeout. All right, that's good.
So either a 2 or 4 yard gain based on which linesman they go with. I think they're going to withdraw it down to the 26. So the Gladiators picked up 4 yards on first down. That's really all they need. If they keep picking up 4 yards, they are playing next week.
Now, I noticed they have no free safety. So
There's another Garrett with the handoff. He might have picked up a first down there.
with 8 people in the box, they can't stop the run. I mean, wow, I don't know what to tell you.
So it is a first down down to the 20-yard line. I think Columbus is going to content to let this run down to the 2-minute warning. And Kentuckiana is as well.
Yeah, they're not going to call timeout and force them to run another play.
And that is the 2-minute warning. Columbus clinging to a 6-0 lead. So George Garrett's probably been the key player of the game for the Gladiators. He has the lone touchdown. He has 4 catches for 60 yards, including the longest catch of the game, the 34-yard gain. 6 carries for 20 yards, including the 13-yard touchdown, their longest run of the game. He has an interception on defense. So back from the 2-minute warning.
All right, looks like they're trying to bring some pressure. If he gets
There's
through that
another
line, it's a
handoff.
touchdown. Oh, they got him, tripped him up.
Pretty good gain for Garrett again. Inside down to the 15, it looks like. 5-yard gain.
Yeah, now the problem with their defense right now is they got everybody in a gap, which basically means you only have to block 2 people. So they need to get more linebackers in here and fill holes. Or this is not going to work.
And the Gladiators just take a knee.
All right, it looks like that'll do it.
Kentucky doesn't take a timeout. Yeah, that is going to be it.
I guess they quit.
They're not going to take the timeout. So Columbus, it looks like, is going to advance to the championship game next week. Garrett, of course, a big game, 60 yards receiving, 25 rushing, the only touchdown of the game, an interception. It's been all over the place.
Yeah, and Kentuckiana had a shot. They just could not keep it together. Penalties hurt them. Abandoning that run game just absolutely hurt them. Right? They had plenty of opportunities to win this game.
And that's going to do it. This clock's just going to run out. And the Columbus Gladiators will advance. They will win. Oh, actually, we're going to have maybe a timeout after all. There is going to be a timeout by the Cavalry with 7 seconds remaining.
Wow. Well, that's just rude. So if I'm the Cavs or the Glads, I would just throw up a touchdown right here. I wouldn't even kneel it. Just throw a touchdown.
Well, it is fourth down, I believe. So
I guess
they need to run out 7 seconds. They can't just take a knee, which looks like they're about to do.
It's not over.
The down marker said second down. They're just letting this clock run out. So that's gonna be it. It is gonna be Columbus Gladiators 6, Kentuckiana Calvary 0, and the Gladiators advancing to the BCFL championship next week.
Fantastic. And thank you to our commentators. I am LeVar Berry. Next to me is Dan Wright. We are with eDriven Score. Again, make sure you hit that subscribe button because we are giving away free t-shirts. So hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next week. Bye.